We are here at the PRI show in Indianapolis, Indiana, Steve Post Motor Racing Network at the Racing Electronics display. So many great stories in our sport of racing, and we're going to tell a little story now. We've got Lance Gatlin here, and Lance is a late model stock racer from the eastern part of the state of Tennessee. We got a cool story we're going to tell. First off, Lance, always just good to catch up with you. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. It's always great to come out here to the PRI show and see what all's new and shake hands and things like that, see people like you.
Well, good times, that's for sure. I had actually done some pay-per-view with the Southeast Limited Late Model Tour, and Lance was one of my drivers there, and literally on Facebook hit me up a day or two ago and said, hey, this is what I got going on. I said, drop by and do it. Okay, there's a number of layers I want to talk about on this. I do, Postman 68 is my personal blog space, and one of the things I really am passionate about is racetrack revivals. And you're out there in eastern Tennessee, Newport Speedway, you're the track champion, as a matter of fact, out there. What has it been like to have an old racetrack come back and be able to come and be, for you guys to have a place to race close to home there?
Oh, yes, Steve. Newport Speedway is basically on my back porch, you know. So it's the closest asphalt paved racetrack to my house, to my home. And I grew up racing there. I won a championship there in 2004. And then over time, it went dormant, sat there, and we had to go race elsewhere, race out of the state, race tour. And, you know, we've always wanted that track to succeed. And fortunately, you don't even know this, but I was involved. I'm in real estate. I was involved in the transaction of getting Newport Speedway sold.
Nice.
So Chuck Ward, I knew he was interested. He said, man, if Newport Speedway ever became available, we'd love to do that. So unfortunately, the people that owned it, the gentleman passed away. It became for sale. I was aware of that. And so I hit up Chuck. I said, Chuck, hey, Newport Speedway's available. You know, hey, let's make a run at this thing. So we did. He took it over, and within a year, he transformed that place to the point where that facility probably wasn't that beautiful when it was initially built. So it was initially built as a dirt track. So yeah, what he's done in that facility, and then it's a racetrack I had history at racing at. And obviously we ran the whole season there this year, had a phenomenal season, and yeah, it's just great to be able to have that racetrack back. And then you've got some great things happening in 26. You've got the Cars Tour that's going to be there. You've got, you know, ASA's tour. Then you've got this IHRA deal that we'll talk more about.
Well, and I think that's an exciting thing. So, folks, when a racetrack, we all wring our hands when these racetracks go away. When a racetrack comes back on board, like Newport, we all need to get out and make sure we support them. So I love that story. Okay, so where I ran into you was the Southeast Limited Late Model Tour. You love racing at your home track in Newport, but you're kind of a touring guy. And recently we've had the IHRA decide to throw their hat in the ring with late model stock racing. And you kind of, sounds like you've jumped up and raised your hand and say, I might have a dish of that. So it seems like this fits right in with where you want to go.
Absolutely, Steve. This IHRA deal, the way the rules are set up, it kind of goes back to the old school form of racing. You can take older race cars that are 15, 20 years old, we feel, and be as competitive as the latest and greatest. So even though Cars Tour is a great facility for a lot of up-and-coming drivers, we feel like this is a great series for some of those, but also somebody like me that's been in racing for several years and would like to have that platform. And the biggest thing is the backing they've got. You know, financially they seem like they're pretty solid, and they've got some great management, some great race directors. Tim Horton over there, you know, he's got a lot of NASCAR history there. Danny Rollins, you know, you've got a lot of great people involved with it, and so their concept is beautiful. It fits our style of racing. We can take our cars and be competitive. So and there's a lot of great racetracks it's going to. So Newport Speedway is also on that schedule.
I think this is really cool. I'm sitting here listening to you, and that's kind of what I got from the note you sent me on Facebook. It sounds like Lance is getting your cake and having your ice cream and then being able to eat it with Newport coming on board, and then a tour that's kind of tailored to right where you're at.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you look at the schedule, and then you've got some of the Southeast Limited Late Model Tour racetracks. You've got Anderson Motor Speedway in South Carolina. You got Newport Speedway. You got Pulaski County coming back, the old Motor Mile Speedway. So that's some great tracks we're going to. And then you've got some new ones thrown in there, which kind of mixes up. We'll come to Salem, Indiana. We'll go to Memphis Motorsports Park, another track that's going to be resurrected. So Cordell, Georgia, we can go down there. These cars have never raced down there. So that's another fun track we'll go to.
I'm so excited. I really, truly am. Before we let you go, we've got our mystery question here. Lance, reach in there and see what we draw out, see what we have. I love rebirth revival. All right. Oh, there we go. Can you name your top 10 sponsors?
Absolutely. And that's what makes it possible. I appreciate you doing that. Outdoor Power Plus, been with us. We've got Quality Heating and Air out of Kingsport, Tennessee. We've got some new sponsors coming on board. Declemente Designs. We've got SLD Concepts coming on board. We've also got some previous sponsors, Warren Stinson Dentistry, so great sponsors. I mean, KRC Power Steering, so a lot of good sponsors that's coming back. So that's great to have that support.
I think you're the leader in the clubhouse on the sponsor question, because I get blank stares, especially this time of year. That's a problem. And the problem is everyone's been talking to everybody, and they've got handshakes and that sort of thing. So well done for the sponsors as well.
I appreciate it, Steve. Thank you.
Man, I'll tell you, I love covering this guy when he was racing with that limited late model tour, and I'm so glad we got a chance to catch up and talk about Newport Speedway and the new IHRA late model stock tour that's coming to the Southeast next year.